I have.
Back in the van. Another. Hold on. And you? I'm afraid I can't. I think that this would be... I brought money.
Hey, this is a lot of dough, pal.
More than...
Hello? Or did you come back for the other thing? Do you want me to take off my clothes and lie down on the mattress?
Hey, pal! You can have a good time with our Minnie-Mouse, but don't mess up the merchandise! Don't make us come in there. You know...
All right, calm. Yeah. I have... It's a page in her...
Huh? So...
I don't have any...
Oh, you paid...
Michael. That is all. I warned you, Michael. I warned you not to use that word in this house! Get out of here! Get out of our lives!
Wait, Rod. I'm sorry, but you promised to help me. You promised to help me get my identity back.
Help you? You've ruined our lives. You've condemned our little boy to death. Get out of here.
Michael? Michael, I have to talk. I have a message. I have a message from her.
My God, it's Colin. A message from...
Michael! Michael, please! She told me to talk to you.
Where do you think you're going? Don't you dare go into that room. You're not welcome in...
But the boy, he called out to me by...
Colin's delirious.
Michael! Michael! I have a
Damn you! Don't go near that door! Get out of... Listen, Michael. Don't...
It's all right, Rod. Calm down.
And as for you, vultures, drawn by the scent of death, I won't let you take anything. You hear me? Not a single thing! When this is over, when he's gone, I'll make sure there's nothing left for you. You won't get anything! You won't get anything.
Let's see what's in here. There's nothing coming out. Let's see what's in here. There's nothing. Okay, so we'll make a hole in one of these drums. Blah. The drum is, I think, with its This is the only way I can think of to draw those thugs out of their den.
What the hell is going on?
Another power failure. Go figure.
Everything. Hey, look! The main cable is broken. How could...
I don't...
Bunch of idiots. The cable's...
Yep. And here...
What happened, Hank?
Hey, Mike. Nothing in particular. It's nice to see you around here, dude. Some idiotic camp electrician wanted to practice on our place. That's all. We'll give him a fitting reward. So,
I want
business. I'm coming. And you? All right. So,
the last.
I want to say I can, and that.
So what?
The fuel, anything. These are. You bring it. Then no fuel, but you.
That poor.
And wasn't. My.
But
Don't. And when it ain't. But so.
Hey, Hank. What if I told you I know where you can get more?
Don't. But that's a very interesting story, dude. I'll have to do. But it's. But if you.
Okay, let's see if this device still works. Huh, it works. But what do we have here?
Hey, Mike.
A deal?
Bring.
I don't see any way to use. I don't Okay, 24 months. The map shows me a place near down. Let's go have. don't have a good... The sign says, emergency exit, Beechwood Oracle Bookstore. Do not block. Well, it's... And now, doesn't... Done. They crisscross this...
Hey!
I don't see anything.
Look at that!
I think, come on.
Shut! All this... I can't...
The lights are broken and burnt out. I'm not going to waste time on this. The lights are broken. Okay. It's useless. I should just accept the idea that these fish won't ever...
There you are, you... Now! Ow! Goddamn revolting cats! Sooner or later I'll get each and every last one of you! I promise you!
Don't get mad. You're...
Now I get it.
What the sh...
Spur...
Hey, wait a minute. I've seen this place before. I've been here. I recognize this rooftop. Those trees, the park, the statue. Tomorrow comes today. Of course, the photo from the poster. It was shot from someplace in this very building. But the meaning of all this? And could it be that the voice wasn't actually trying to lead me to that burned out bookstore down there, but rather to this building? To this place? There's a piece of paper stuck to the door, and it looks like a... Let's see... Who could Sarah... The front door of this display... Hey, there's a metal... Michael... in a... I can... To my... It's in the... And from... But I'm all...
Isn't it time?
That ignorant... Yes. By the way, how did the...
I've warned you, you filthy rat! You've worn out my patience! Ow! This'll teach you to treat me with a little more respect! I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face! Ouch! This is the only language you shitheads from the refugee camp understand! So, you're going to treat me with respect now, aren't you?
Come on! I don't think doing... These stains... Now, wait a minute. Okay. Before I go down, I'll leave the heavy stuff here, in case the rope doesn't support my weight. I'll get my stuff. Here goes. Now that the... Let's see. I'll use the electrical tape to join these two objects. The bad news is that I just used up all the electrical tape. The great wave may be making me lose my mind, but I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in.
Did you bring me my baby? Did you bring him? Thank you so much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You kept your word. You brought me my baby. Now I... Thank you. Yeah.
But no, talking to her. Let's see if my... Yes, the key that opens my... The key... Sandy Ridge. Now I am. It seems like the new truth. Union Country Messenger. One of Today Progress. That's the name of this newspaper. Union Country Messenger. Solstice time. Solstice. First, as much. Sandy Ridge Center. First, as much. The new truth. First, as much. It can't be. It's me. This photo. I remember it. I remember this photograph.
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it.
And this woman is... she's... Emily. She's my wife. Now I remember her. The person who's been communicating with me all this time. Emily.
I love you, Michael.
And I now pronounce you...
Don't ever leave me.
I won't.
I have something to tell you, Michael.
Are you really? Oh, yes!
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see. It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
Shut up! Shut up! Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach? When we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise. Oh, Emily, what does all this mean? Where are you? How can I find you? What are these messages you keep repeating in my head? I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. That's the only logical explanation for this. Oh, Emily. My poor Emily. Where are you? How can I find you? Of course. I'll enter the map indicates a place near the... Well, it's...
Good God, Michael, is that you?
There's no question about it. That's the person I saw in my vision. The person mentioned in the note I found in my house. What was his name? Hello, Chris.
Come in, quickly. It's dangerous to be out on the streets at this hour. Michael, I'm so glad to see you again. After all that time without hearing from you, Sarah and I feared the worst. But tell me, why didn't you come sooner? Where have you been all this time?
From his enthusiastic welcome, it looks like this man and I were good friends in the past, before the entire world collapsed. But can I trust him? I don't know. Do I have any other choice? It's a long story, Chris. Very long.
I'm all ears, old friend.
And while I tell him everything I can remember, the few things in my memory since waking up in Rod's trailer, I see a mixture of tenderness and compassion on his face. Something I haven't seen in anyone else since waking up in this hellhole. I haven't the slightest doubt. I can trust this man.
I'm sorry for everything that happened, Michael. Sarah and I had been trying to get in touch with you for a long time, but the Great Wave made it impossible to find you. Now I know that. Emily, you yourself told Sarah and me on the phone, a little while before you returned home. It happened while the two of you were in Japan, scarcely a few days before the Great Wave hit. At the paper, we sent you on an assignment to do a photo essay on those strange lights that had been sighted in the sky over Tokyo. So you got all your photography equipment together and set off right away. Emily went with you. You two decided to use the trip as a chance to work on your marriage, which had been in trouble for a long time. You were in bad shape, Michael. Your financial problems, her miscarriages, your violent, self-destructive nature. Emily couldn't take it anymore. You were putting her through too much back then.
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see. It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
From what you told us, things were getting better. After so many years, both of you were starting to rediscover each other.
Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach? When we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise.
Until one night in your hotel, Emily started to feel sick. It all happened very fast. She was having fainting spells, vomiting, running a fever. You took her to the nearest hospital where she was admitted immediately.
Emily, what's happening? Emily! Emily!
And a few hours later, they told you she was dead. They wouldn't even let you see her body. They wouldn't let you see her. The Japanese authorities hustled you off on the next plane out. It was all very strange and disconcerting. And the very night you arrived, the Great Wave hit.
Oh, Emily. Now I remember it. I remember everything. I remember her pale, haggard face when she took my hand. Don't worry. It's nothing. Everything will be all right, she was saying, while they were wheeling her deep into the hospital. And she waved goodbye to me, forcing a smile to cover her fear. And then I saw it. I swear I could see how time was stopping. Little by little. In her eyes. Emily can't be... If Emily... Locked with a key, and the way... The crowbar... Better not. Here goes. I'll... This is the place There's a very... It's a sub... I don't... What the... My God! Sarah! A bullet's torn off her jaw, but her face is still recognizable. Poor Chris. How am I going to break this to him? Hello, Chris.
Mike. The bad news is that we don't have... But did... Why didn't she...
I'm sorry. What do we have here? As one would expect... No. Perfect. Now I can load the camera. Ah, the tab that closes the film... I need some... I can't believe it. Now I... Before leaving his... He's gazing at Sarah's photo in silence, and just waiting for the right moment to come back. The truth... What good do... I think it would be too more. Let's see what this room actually is. All right. Let's take a look. Perfect. Wait a minute. That guy is the suicide victim who was hanging from this tree. No, don't do it, please. No! I brought one.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. What's that noise? Why is everyone fleeing? What's going on? The cleanup brigades are coming. And they're heading for Rod's trailer. God damn it! The hunters turned them in! That animal turned Colin and his family in!
No, he's not sick. It's a mistake. Don't take him away. It's all a misunderstanding.
It's just a question of minutes before those bastards break into the trailer and take the boy.
Get out of here! For God's sake, leave us in peace!
Okay, I've got to act fast. The noise the ambulance makes will cover the sound of the glass breaking.
Michael?
Yes, Cal. But how do you know my...
Emily told me a lot about you. That's how She gave me a message. She said it was very important that I give... What's all that noise outside, Michael? Where are my parents?
It's not. Your parents will be back very soon. Don't worry. But it's impossible for you to have spoken to Emily.
Yes, she is. She's there, waiting for me. Emily gave me a message, Michael. She told me it was something...
And what is this
She told me that she couldn't come back to be with us, that she will be trapped forever on the underground highways, and that the same thing will happen to me That's why she asked me to tell you that. She told me that you'd understand. We're connected, and it's very important for you.
Connected? What does that mean?
Emily told me there was a thread.
You see...
Michael, help me. It hurts so much. Make it stop.
Colin, what's happening?
Make it stop. Please.
Colin! My God. I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here.
Hey, get out of our way and let us do our job.
No, don't go in there. I beg of you.
My son. My son.
Colin, no. No.
Damn it. I can't breathe. If it's true that there's a way to change all this, I have to find it now. I don't think I can stand it any longer. I don't think anyone can.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead. Have you come to help us?
I don't know whether who I was before the Great Wave entitles me to make any kind of moral judgments. But what I do know is that the Hunter and his men are a real cancer on this new world, which is the only thing that really counts right now. The girl has a right to defend herself, that bastard said. So someone should give her the chance to do that. It's only fair, right? I can't get you out of here, Rose. I'm sorry. You're the only one that can do it.
Thank you.
As she was picking up the revolver, she gave me a look of determination that I didn't know she had in her. Rose acted so quickly that I barely saw what happened through the crack in the door of her van. Her hand was steady, even when the second man begged for his life, sobbing and groveling on the floor. The bullet went right through his heart. Blood splattered all over her white dress. And then she let the revolver drop and sat down, lost in her own world. And she didn't do or say anything else, holed up in her tiny, delirious inner landscape. There she had everything she could ever need, safe at last from the new world, which she will probably never return to. Let's see. It'll be... No. Why would I want to... What the hell?
No. Rose. No, don't do it. No!
It's Rose. But if the tank doesn't... It's incredible. Damn it. I won't... Too late. No, the water... Why would I... Too late. Covering it now wouldn't do any good. The water from the tank already damaged the generator. Too late.
No. Rose. No, don't do it. No!
Okay. First I'll unplug... No. I think it's time for good. I brought the generator you need, Chris.
Great, Michael. I knew you could do it. Give me a few minutes to set up the computer and open the report.
While Chris was getting everything ready, I decided to sit down in one of the armchairs in the office. I was exhausted. My mind had been trying to make sense of the last few hours of my life for what seemed like an eternity. The first hours following my bitter birth in this new world. But how could I judge the new world if I could barely remember the old one? The only thing I was sure of was that we had lost something very valuable along the way. The photograph of our life, overnight, had turned into a dark, blurry, sepia-tinted image. All of civilization had drowned under the great wave, and the only thing left on the beach were its remains. But no, I was fooling myself. I was already lost before the catastrophe. To tell the truth, all the other victims of the Great Wave had been luckier than me. They still dreamed of returning to their lives. Mine had already been broken a long time ago. Did I really stand a chance of recovering something I'd already lost forever? What type of strength, what type of miracle could ever give me that second chance?
Michael, wake up!
What's happening?
The report, Michael. It's the report. I was going over it while you were sleeping. It's incredible. It's way beyond our expectations. You're gonna think I've gone crazy, but I don't even know where to start.
How about at the beginning?
Okay. It's the dead synchronicity point. The entire universe is changing, and we're going to witness it. We're going to be witnesses. And victims.
Witnesses? Victims? But what the hell are you talking about? What is this dead synchronicity point?
It's hard to explain. You're a photographer, so I'll try this analogy. Imagine a person's life chronicled in photographs. Up to now, and according to the rules that governed our universe, we were all subject to certain very specific temporal rules. Past, present, and future. That's all there was to it. So, the first thing we'd find would be a photo of the person as a newborn, then another on the person's 6th birthday, then another in college, and so on. Then we'd see photos of the person's wedding, children, old age, death. All in logical, linear, chronological order. Since our universe is conceived along a single line that starts in the past, makes a stopover in the present, and then projects into the future. Do you follow me?
Yes, of course I follow you.
Well, imagine now that this entire temporal architecture crumbles, falls apart, dissolves. Imagine that something or someone has altered the foundations of our universe, changing the rules of the game, forever annihilating our idea of time, the concepts of past, present, and future.
I think you just lost me, Chris.
Then let me continue with the metaphor of the photographs. Imagine now that a card dealer takes all these snapshots that sum up the life of this person, shuffles them, and places them in a stack in one spot on the card table. What would we have then? There would no longer be a chronological line, Michael. There would be no past, present, or future. Each of the individual events captured in these photographs, they would all be happening simultaneously, at the exact same point in time. And that point we would call...
the dead synchronicity point!
Exactly. Now our world is abandoning its old physical laws and getting closer to that dead synchronicity point where time no longer exists. And therefore, all the phenomena and events that happened or will happen in the universe will start to be stacked on top of other ones, like the photographs in the dealer's deck.
That sounds crazy. How credible do you think this report is?
Completely, Michael. The dead synchronicity point is a fact, and the worst thing is that we're approaching it faster and faster. It'll only be a matter of days, at best maybe a few weeks, before the universe enters this new state. Time is ending, in every sense.
And what does all this have to do with us?
Come on, do you still not see it? This change in the architecture of the universe, this nullification of time, is the real origin of the Great Wave, the dissolved, and the emergence of the new world. Up to now, and according to the rules that govern we were all subject to certain very specific temporal rules. Past, present, and future. That's all there was to it. So, the first thing we'd find would be a photo of the person as a newborn, then another on the person's 6th birthday, then another in college, and so on. Then we'd see photos of the person's wedding, children, old age, death. All in logical, linear, chronological order. Since our universe is conceived along a single line that starts in the past, makes a stopover in the present, and then projects into the future. Do you follow me?
Yes, of course I follow you.
Well, imagine now that this entire temporal architecture crumbles, falls apart, dissolves. Imagine that something or someone has altered the foundations of our universe, changing the rules of the game, forever annihilating our idea of time. The concepts of past, present, and future.
I think you just lost me, Chris.
Then let me continue with the metaphor of the photographs. Imagine now that a card dealer takes all these snapshots that sum up the life of this person, shuffles them, and places them in a stack in one spot on the card table. What would we have then? There would no longer be a chronological line, Michael. There would be no past, present, or future. Each of the individual events captured in these photographs, they would all be happening simultaneously, at the exact same point in time. And that point we would call...
the dead synchronicity point!
Exactly. Now our world is abandoning its old physical laws and getting closer to that dead synchronicity point where time no longer exists. And therefore, all the phenomena and events that happened or will happen in the universe will start to be stacked on top of other ones, like the photographs in the dealer's deck.
So, I don't... What?
According to what we is we're of a
You're telling me that the dead